this thing has fallen off worse than the game, I think. I don't know. It's kind of which one fell off more, the video game or the second season. I don't know. But one thing that's annoying, and this is to, Beardo, I can apply this to sports in terms of like one thing that people get annoyed by is when you yourself say you're the greatest, So like, did Michael Jordan say he was the greatest? No. Everybody else did. LeBron says he's the greatest all the time, though. And people are always like, if you're the greatest, we don't need you to tell us you're the greatest.
Right.
Everybody else will tell it.
It'll come natural.
Exactly. Well, the showrunner for The Last of Us has decided to tell everyone that The Last of Us is his video game adaptation swan song. Sees nowhere to go after the greatest story ever told in the medium.
I also I don't know if it was misquoted, but I seen the same headline, but it was saying it was the greatest love story ever told in the medium.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Is he going to change it? Because that's the only way it would be the greatest story.
I know it. So, like, I looked it up on multiple sites to see if he said that quote, and based on what I've seen, he did say that exact quote right there: the greatest story ever told in the medium. Insane. Like, and this is one of the many reasons people are sick and tired of this shit is their arrogance. They're constantly having to tell you how great they are. If you're so great, you don't have to tell it. Everybody else will say it if you're that great. It's that simple. Do you know why, the Lord of the Rings always is referenced as the greatest movies ever? Because the fans are the ones that are saying that,
Right.
Not like Peter Jackson's running around saying, these are the greatest movies ever, by the way. I just want everyone to know.
Yeah.
These are the greatest movies ever. No. The fans are the ones saying that. Now, I think that the first Last of Us game is very good. Very good, and it was very well received. The second one was a piece of shit, and it completely destroyed the franchise. And the fact that this television series, has followed the same exact path in terms of had very good ratings, and then all of a sudden, as soon as the Joel situation happened, it falls off a cliff. And if you look at the ratings of season 2, that's exact. People bailed big time. The greatest story ever told doesn't have people abandoning ship like it's the Titanic. That's not the greatest story ever told. People don't abandon the greatest story ever told. So I mean, I don't think either one of you have seen The Last of Us. Have you? The show?
I've never seen the show, and I've never played the games.
The first game is worth playing.
But now, so here's my stance on it: is it's kind of like starting Game of Thrones. If you've never seen Game of Thrones, why would you start it knowing that it's going to end like shit? Why would you waste your time? I'm not going to waste my time playing the first one knowing how it ends, and it ends like shit. So I'm not even going to waste my time.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I think that you get enough satisfaction with the game knowing what I know now. I still think that if you play the first game, you get such a good story and good, like overall like experience. I think it's worth playing it. Whereas I would not recommend anybody watch Game of Thrones, because even though it's the first 4 or 5 seasons are probably the greatest TV ever, like you don't get a proper payoff to anything because of how bad it ends. Whereas this one, I think you can enjoy that first game in isolation. I do. The first game was a huge success. Everybody wanted the second game. Everybody was anticipating it. It comes out. It sells insanely well opening week for The Last of Us 2, Part 2. But we had already heard a lot of the rumors about what they were going to do in the game because of the leaks, and it fell off a cliff after that, and they stopped reporting sales numbers after people actually experienced the game. And for whatever reason, people like the first season. I watched the first 3 episodes of season 1. I thought the first 2 episodes were fantastic, and then the gay episode happened, and it was literally Brokeback Mountain is what it was. They went full fucking Brokeback Mountain. I think it was episode 3, if chat can remind me of that. And after that, I was like, I'm out. I'm done. I have no desire to continue watching this. I don't want to watch anything with a couple of men who haven't bathed in months being a zombie apocalypse having gay sex. Okay, not something I'm interested in. So I was out. I was done, and I didn't watch any more of it after that. And so, but the second season has followed in that same kind of pattern. So calling it the greatest story ever told in the medium is bullshit. And this is why people hate this shit. People are sick and tired of it. And you get what you deserve with all of the criticism you're facing.